Hello once again, my beautiful people. How you guys doing? You guys good? Thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to yet another vlog from Mr. J. Like I told you guys yesterday, man, I will start dropping vlogs and I will start giving reactions, and while the documentary is being sorted out, at least I should not leave you people hanging. I hope you guys are good. So today I want us to talk about a couple of things, and a couple of things which I think we need to talk about. And you guys know, man, if anything Motherland, man, we probably Motherland on this platform, on Mr. J's channel. Before we do get started, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and yes, I want to see your comments. I want us to engage down the comment section. And I know I've not been doing a whole lot, but hey, let's get into it. First things first, congratulations to the Senegalese people, because ladies and gentlemen, they recently elected a very young president of the House of their Assembly. Yes, I know that this might sound crazy to some of you folks, but for us citizens coming out of countries that are French colonies in Africa, yes, all the French speaking countries in Africa who had France as a colonial master, you would know that there are certain positions in our governments that are meant for very old people. But recently Senegal is changing that. First of all, Senegal did vote a very young president, and then they followed this with a very young president of the House of Assembly. Yes, Mr. Malik Ndiaye. Yes, he's about 41 going to 42, and he has a good track record of being a great civil servant and a great statesman. He was the Minister of Infrastructure in that country, and then it takes a whole lot for the National Assembly, for your colleagues and your peers to vote you in such position, especially when you come from a French-speaking African country. Now let me say this, some of you will be wondering about, hey, Mr. J, why are you talking about this? Is nothing special. Well, I'm from Cameroon. Guess what? Our president of our National Assembly is 84 years old. And this man has been in that position for the past 32 years. So any person below 32 years in Cameroon, all they know is Mr. Cavaye Yeguié Djibril. Now this is not a shot, because I know that the next time I will come to that country, somebody will try to put me in jail. But I'm just saying, at 84 years old, what could you possibly contribute? Do you think that an 84-year-old man can go through laws, bills that are proposed during parliamentary sessions? Do you think that an 84-year-old guy can actually function at full capacity, the brain, just like a 41, 42-year-old guy? Do you think so? First of all, I would say this, man. It is a clear sign that a whole lot of French-speaking African countries are making changes in their countries, and I do wish that, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do wish that the French-speaking colonies start putting in youth to turn things around, because at this rate, man, it is never going to turn around. Once again, congratulations to the people in Senegal. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about Namibia. First of all, congratulations to my brothers and sisters in Namibia, and the recently ended election saw the electing of a female. Yes, there's going to be a female president in that country. Now we all know that in Africa it's rare to see where countries vote female in, and that is not to say that there have not been female presidents. We can talk about the lady in Tanzania, Her Excellency, and we can talk about the lady, yes, you know her, of Liberia, who recently, who retired a couple of years ago. But let me say this, man, the fact that the folks in Namibia decided to vote this lady in, I mean, she's a politician. She's been in politics for a while, and she's held a whole lot of good positions in the government. The fact that you guys voted her in is a great thing to let other women around Africa know that it is very, very possible to be a female president, and that is a dream, and that is an opener. However, the Swapo political party still stays in place, but we are praying that this lady Her Excellency, the future president of Namibia, is going to bring about changes from a mother's point of view, from a female's point of view, because we all know that mothers are very nurturing. Mothers will not get involved in certain type of things like, men who are in politics do get involved in. And once again, this is a challenge to every country in Africa, man. It will be a joy to see that female presidents ruled in about, let's say, 5 to 10 countries in Africa. But we all know that that is a dream that is far-fetched. But I do pray that this eventually happens, and it happens in our lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is possible to happen. Let's move forward, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to talk about something real interesting. I'm just gonna highlight on it, and then on the next vlog we are going to expatiate on it. Quick question: if you were asked today that what is the #1 problem that is plaguing Africa? Africa is a continent that is filled with a whole lot of natural resources, but for some reasons, you and me know that we cannot seem to be sustainable. We always have to rely on colonial masters. We always have to rely on the West for a whole lot of things. What do you think is the #1 reason, the issues that is plaguing us, that is stopping Africa from developing? Well, I know some of you will come and say, but it's bad governance, it's corruption, it's this and this and that. Yes, all of these things play a part in everything. But do you know, ladies and gentlemen, the #1 issue that Africa is facing today is the issue of debt. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me. Debt. The fact of the situation of always going out to the West and begging for crumbs, begging for loans to do this, loan to do that, turning to your colonial masters, asking for them for a handout. Handouts will come with a whole lot of interest rates. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the #1 issue stopping Africa from growing. Now let me just give you something, and then I want you to analyze that. Picture this, right? There is a house in the market. The house it needs a whole lot of renovation, and one of those parts of renovation is the debt renovation. And then you vie for the house, you come into the house. What will be your first action as the new person taking over that house? Is your action going to be to handle the debt situation, or your plan of act is going to be to repaint, to renovate, and put people in that house? I want you to let me know, because this is a situation of so many good African politicians who vie for offices. They promise all these things, and then when they get elected as president, they start realizing that debt, financing the state's debt or the former regime's debt, is really something that is definitely important. And in most cases, these good politicians, they start financing these debts. All the dreams, all the promises that they made to the people, they turn and start, focusing on the debt, because they inherited these debts. And that is how the ex-statesman and Julius Nyerere of our beautiful country in Tanzania did say that he didn't know that coming into office, things will be dictated from afar, and one of those things is debt. If you look at, I'll give an example of Congo. The country called Congo today is sitting on over $24 trillion worth of natural resources. But do you know that Congo still has debts? Yes, Congo owes a whole lot of money to a whole lot of European countries. I'm going to end here for today, but I want you to leave your comments and let me know, what do you think is the #1 issues stopping Africa from evolving and becoming sustainable, regardless of having all of these natural resources? Do leave a comment, and on the next vlog we are going to expatiate on this whole concept of debt. Stay blessed, and you have a good day. Peace.